up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid in La Liga. Barcelona are back 2 weeks later. Window's now closed. Feel like it's been forever, but we're back in the league. Top 4 objective. This game needs no explanation. Must 3 points in this match for Barcelona. We haven't beat Atletico Madrid in a while. We have got to win this game. I can't remember the last time we won a big game as well. Must 3 points, nothing more, nothing less. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 4:15 p.m. local time, so it will be an afternoon game, and this match will be taking place at the Camp Nou. My God, the last time we played at the Camp Nou, I can't even tell you. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. It's been months, like probably a month and a half, but we're back home now, finally, and it will be 100% capacity, of course, available. Rumors are we're gonna sell around 80,000 seats for this game. It's good to have the Culés back and to be back home as well, and the referee for this match has also been confirmed. On the pitch, it will be Gil Manzana. I mean, hell, man, I hate when this guy referees Barcelona games, basically Mateos 2.0, and on the VAR it will be Iglesia Villanueva. Let's start off by taking a look at the league table. Barcelona are currently sat in 5th place in La Liga on 35 points. After playing 21 games, we have 9 wins, 8 draws, and 4 losses, but if you look at our last 5 games in the league, undefeated with 3 wins and 2 draws. Our opponents, Atletico Madrid, are in 4th place, 1 point above us on 36 points after playing 21 games as well. They have 10 wins, 6 draws, and 5 losses. This is it. We have got to win this game. I mean, if you look at Real Madrid and Sevilla, they're too far ahead of us. They both play 1 more game than us as well. Real Betis, you can easily catch up to them, 5 points behind with 1 more game played for Real Betis. This would be a huge stamping point for Barcelona. The two, teams fighting for top 4, 4th and 5th, and of course we come to this match behind them, so it puts more pressure on us. We have got to win this game. And also, if you take a look at the top teams and who they'll be facing this weekend, Sevilla will travel to Osasuna. That'll be pretty difficult. Real Betis face Villarreal. They're gonna be at home though, but it's still a difficult game nonetheless. They could drop points, and of course, we can get closer to 3rd place, let alone 4th place. And Real Madrid will host Granada. That should be an easy 3 points for them, but it is what it is with them. So Real Betis versus Villarreal will be a difficult game. So let's say they lose, we can go, let's say, for example, to 38 points, and Real Betis have played 1 more game than us. We play that 1 game and win. We could go to 3rd place. This is how big this game is. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, both teams want the win. It's going to be interesting to see who wins it, and it will have a huge implication on top 4. Let's now take a look at our opponents in Atletico Madrid. As you all know, Atletico Madrid have one of the best teams in the world, and they do indeed on paper have the best squad in La Liga. They're underperforming this season, but nonetheless, it's still a big game in La Liga. And if you take a look at the last time we faced them this season at the Wanda Metropolitano, we lost 2-0. Of course, it's under Ronald Koeman. We played the 4-1-2-1-2 system. Of course, Nico was putting a stinker performance, got taken off at halftime. Wasn't the greatest performance from Barcelona. Of course, he had been Guetta right back, Des left back. And of course, during this time, the game was played under Koeman. He was on the verge of being sacked. We weren't playing too well, losing big games. I think we just lost to Benfica as well. So, of course, I think it was Luis Suarez and Thomas Lemar scoring as well, so it wasn't a great day for Barcelona. But if you look at Atletico Madrid's last 6 games in all competitions, it's a bit, up and down. In the last match, they beat Valencia 3-2. They barely beat them. They lost in the Copa del Rey round 16 against Real Sociedad 2-0. They lost the Super Cup semi-final against Athletic Club 2-1. They drew 2-2 with Villarreal. They won their Copa del Rey round 16 match. They won that game 5-0. Who cares about that? And they beat Rayo Vallecano 2-0. Now on the screen right now is the line that I believe that Diego Simeone will select for this match. I think I'll go with the 4-4-2, all black in goal. Right back for Salco, Jimenez and Felipe as the 2 center backs, and Renan Lodi at left back. It could bring in Hermoso here. Hermoso can play left back or center back, but I don't think he will. In the midfield 4, I think he'll go Carrasco on the right, Koke and Depay in the middle, and Thomas Lemar on the left. 2 strikers up front, Correa and Suarez. Now, Griezmann is out, Marcus Llorente is out, and Kondogbia as well is out. So in the midfield, he could play Herrera, but I think he'll go with DePaul. On the wings, I think 100% guaranteed will be Carrasco and Lemar. Up front is the big question. I think he could bring in João Felix, but I think he wants to start Suarez, and Suarez has a better partnership with Angel Correa. I think he'll go with Angel Correa. Angel Correa right now is on better form than Joao Felix as well, but Felix could start this match. In terms of the formation, he could go with the 5-3-2. I don't think he'll go with the 3-4-3, but overall, this is the line that I think the Diego Simeone will select for this match against Barcelona at the Camp Nou. So overall, final thoughts on Atletico Madrid. They're having a very, very poor season, very similar to Barcelona out of the Copa del Rey, Spanish Super Cup, is still in the Champions League and pretty much out of the race for top 4, but they do have a much better squad than us. Going into this season as the league champions, they're expected to at least retain their title. They improved the squad, very well, invested a lot of money, and still have been playing very, very poorly. Simeone, of course, very good manager, but he was on the verge of being sacked at multiple occasions during the season, and so far this season, Atletico Madrid have not been playing well. And just the personnel to look out for, their whole team is just filled with quality, and it's whether or not they turn up for this match. If they turn up, they'll of course be very difficult to break down. I think, it's going to be a very low score line. Don't think there'll be many goals in it, but if they don't turn up, Barcelona can punish them, and that's going to be the big questions. What to look out for Atletico Madrid, of course, playing at the Camp Nou, is going to be on the counterattacks. They will be very dangerous, and of course, you have to watch out for the main man, El Pistolero, making his return to the Camp Nou as well. Overall, though, as long as they don't turn up, we should have a chance, but if they do turn up, it will be a difficult match. Let's now take a look at the squad list. The squad list for this match has been released and confirmed, and it is as follows: Ter Stegen, Des, Pique, Araujo, Busquets, Ricky Puig. Ousmane Dembele makes his return. Dani Alves, Adama Traore, Braithwaite, Neto, Nico, Pedri, Lugion, Jordi Alba, Ferran Torres, Frankie de Jong, Mingueza, Aubameyang, Jukla, Gavi, Abdi, and Arnau Tenes. So all the new signings are there. Dembele is back, and Ansu, Memphis, Longlet, Eric Garcia, Umtiti, and Roberto all out injured. So again, only real surprise from the squad list is Dembele making his return. Let's now get into Xavi's press conference reaction. Of course, this press conference this morning, he was asked a lot of questions by the media, and it was an interesting press conference. So let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts by saying that this match will be another final. We play against the champions with a very good team and a very good coach, and it will be a complicated match. It's a 6-point game because we could overtake Atletico Madrid. He was then asked about Ousmane Dembele returning to the squad list. He said that no solution was found with Dembele. He is part of the squad. He has a contract. We have spoken with the president, and just as we did, we decided that the way forward is for him to be in the squad. The circumstances have change. We can't shoot ourselves in the foot. Dembele can help us. He has been a good professional throughout this whole entire situation. It is a club decision. Everything possible was done to find a way out for Ousmane Dembele. I can understand everyone's position, but we have to close ranks and think what's best for Barcelona. We think he can be helpful. Now, we use Dembele when I think it's convenient, and then he was asked about the culés, the fans at the Camp Nou booing and whistling Dembele. So that if Dembele plays, I hope he has the supporters of the fans, but I do understand their anger. Adama arrives in a better physical moment, but Aubameyang is also still available to play. Both come in very well. I'm very excited and looking forward to seeing them in the team. The club has done a great job in the market. Everyone, I would even highlight Mateo Alemán, but the general effort has been extraordinary, including Jordi Cruyff as well. With the difficulty that we had, of course, with the financial situation at the club, the team has come out of the market stronger. Then asked about Dani Alves being left out of the Europa League squad list. He said Dani Alves, I feel bad about the decision. Whoever you left out would have been a tough choice. In the end, we chose Dani Alves for his position because we believe that we have that position better occupied. Dani Alves gives us a lot, and he's going to give us a lot more in the future, and I have indeed been unfair. Aubameyang and Adama Traore are at a very good age to understand the game. They are very good players that go into space. We gain a lot of power up front, and we gain competitiveness in the squad as well. Renewing Araujo is one of the priorities because he gives us a lot, and he's highly essential for our team and the club and the dressing room as well. I never said that Aubameyang wasn't good for Barcelona. I said he didn't have all the qualities because he is a player who gives us a lot of pressure up front, but we have to take advantage of his virtues in the team. Then he was asked about Ousmane Dembele coming back again, saying, look, was it your decision? Did you put your foot down, or was it, everyone agreed to it? He said, I don't decide anything unilaterally. Things are decided between all of us. We decided in January, and what we've done now, we believe the best thing forward is to have Dembele because he has a contract and he can play and help the team. Dembele at the moment is a player of ours. He's very good professional always, and his commitment is impeccable. In the minutes that we need him, he will help us. I have no doubt about that. I'm still very excited about the season with what we've got right now, the new signings. I think we can improve. Jukla and Abdi have given us a lot with the absence of the forwards, and now we signed new forwards and are among still options for us. If they don't play, they will go play in Barcelona B because they are young and they need minutes to develop for the future. The main goal for us right now, of course, is to get those Champions League spots, but from then on, we won't rule out anything until the math says otherwise. Of course, in reference to winning the league, which will not happen. Then asked about Jordi Alba. He said that, look, you want a left back in the market. Will Jordi Alba now play every single game for the rest of the season? And he said, for me, Jordi Alba is a fundamental piece for the team, but Balde will be out for about a month, which is a shame. So you weren't going to play Balde regardless. So we'll probably see Dest left back, or maybe Mingueza there as well, but most likely Jordi Alba will play, 90% of the games for the rest of the season. We're talking about perhaps the best number 9 in the history of Barcelona. Of course, he was asked about Luis Suarez making his return to the Camp Nou with fans for the first time since leaving. I think he should receive the appropriate appreciation. Suarez makes the difference. He can win titles, and I think he'll be well received by the fans making his return to the stadium. The vast majority of players still want to come to Barcelona. We've seen it, and it's good news. Now's the time to think about the club, think about what you can do for the club, and do a good gesture like Adama and Aubameyang have done, and also Ferran Torres and Dani Alves. These efforts are praiseworthy. Of course, he was asked about players coming to Barcelona and making a financial effort, and there's people at Barcelona right now, you can look at names, for example, who don't want to make a financial effort to stay here. Of course, that's the reason why we lost Messi. He said, look, Barcelona is still, a wide, marketable team. Everyone wants to come here, and they will make that sacrifice to play for the best club in the world. And lastly, he concluded off by saying that Atletico Madrid's style is not like Barcelona. Here, it's impossible to understand the idea of playing like Atletico. Does not mean they're not, competitive team, but their ideas and style of play will not survive at the Camp Nou. And that concluded Xavi's press conference reaction ahead of the match against Atletico Madrid tomorrow. Let's now get into the lineup predictions. We're going to start with the manager, of course, Xavi Hernandez. I'm going to try my best for this lineup. I think everyone knows pretty much what he's going to pick, and I think I'll go with this lineup on the screen right now. I think I'll go with Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Dani Alves, Pique, Araujo, Jordi Alba, midfield 3 of Busquets, Xavi, and Pedri, and a front 3 of Adama Traore, Ferran Torres, and Ousmane Dembele. First in the back 5, I think is set in stone. Dani Alves, Pique, Araujo, Jordi Alba, and Ter Stegen. The big question is Araujo. Of course, right now, we only have 3 center backs, technically Mingueza, Araujo, and Pique. Pique 100% will start, but Araujo has played a lot during the international break. Do you risk him? He could get an injury. Do you go with Mingueza and give Araujo some rest? I think Xavi will risk it and go with Araujo. In the midfield 3, Busquets, Xavi, Pedri. I think the big question mark is who's going to play alongside Busquets. It could be Xavi, De Jong, Pedri, De Jong. You could throw in Nico as well. The big question is, really, do you start Frankie De Jong or not? I don't think Xavi will. We saw some great midfield connection with Xavi and Pedri, and I think he will go for it. And in the front 3, Adama Traore making his debut for Barcelona, and Ousmane Dembele returning to the lineup with Ferran Torres up top. Now, the rumors are that Aubameyang is not quite fit to start this game. He hasn't played a single match since December the 2nd. Of course, it's been 2 months since he plays. You don't want to risk him. He's lacking some rhythm. You could go with Luke de Jong. You could go with Braithwaite, but I think that Xavi will go with the personnel and go with pace. Have Ferran Torres at the number 9. He played well there with Man City. Have Adama on the right and Ousmane Dembele on the left. And that's the lineup that I think that Xavi Hernandez will select for this match. But let me know down in the comments below what you think Xavi will go with. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was a Barcelona coach, and I have made 3 changes from Xavi's lineup. Firstly, I have brought in Mingueza for Araujo. Araujo's played too many games. He played the full 90 twice with Uruguay during the international break. He played with all the 90s against Barcelona as well. Played 120 minutes against Real Madrid and also against Athletic Club. He needs some rest, and of course he just came back yesterday from Uruguay as well. I wouldn't risk it, and of course only center back right now that's available is Mingueza, so I would trust Mingueza. We all agree that he's a better center back than he's a left back, so I put him in there and let him show what he's got. In the midfield, I would start Frankie de Jong. Of course, he was the reason why we got 3 points against Deportivo Alaves before the international break. Scored the goal, played well. I would go with Frankie de Jong, reward him for that performance. And on the left, I would go with Pedri or Xavi right now because, Pedri is better. So that'd be my midfield 3. And up front, I mean, Dembele is on the same boat as, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He's not played in a while, so I wouldn't start Dembele. I would start Luke de Jong. I would preferably like to start Braithwaite, but Braithwaite, as we know, is not fully fit. Xavi only played him, a couple of minutes here and there, so I wouldn't risk it. And to be realistic, I would go with Luke de Jong. On the right, Adama. On the left, Ferran Torres. I would bring on Ousmane Dembele and Aubameyang as well, but those 2 players, in my opinion, should not be starting the game because Aubameyang lacks rhythm, and also Ousmane Dembele has lacked rhythm. He's not played in a while, but I understand why Xavi would start him. But this is the line that I would select for this match, but let me know down in the comments below, would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? Time now for my score prediction. What do I believe the result will be in this match? I've gone with the draw. I've gone with the safe bet. I think this will end 1-1, 0-0, maybe 2-2. This match has a draw written all over it. Atletico Madrid will come to the Camp Nou, park the bus, and take a point all day long. It's up to Barcelona to win this match. I think it will be difficult playing at the Camp Nou for the first time in like a month and a half. it's going to be difficult. You know, the team is not used to playing at home. They haven't played there in so long. And of course, with all the new signings, the fans will be up for it. But I think this will be too difficult for Barcelona to win. I pray to God we win. We've not won a big game in such a long time. It's a huge game for the team and Xavi, but I think it's all on Barcelona. Barcelona have to go out there and win because Atletico Madrid will come there, sit there, and they probably would take a point if they're being honest. So overall, I think that this match will end in a draw, whether it's 1-1, 0-0, or 2-2. But let me know down in the comments below what you think the scoreline will be. So that was my match preview for Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid in La Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly is your score prediction, and secondly for the lineups. Would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? You disagree with both, but would you change? What would you put in? Who would you put out? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen and come and join me, watch the game with me. Follow for the match review. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Nothing less than the 3 points. Take care and forza Barca.